Hello Capricorn, welcome to your quadruple retrograde reading. We have Saturn, Pluto and Neptune in retrograde at the moment, and Mercury will be joining them on the 18th of July. So this is going to be a reading that's sort of going to span the initial phase of that, probably from the 15th to the 22nd or thereabouts. It's going to be general, so please take what resonates and let the rest go. And yeah, let's welcome in the high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, our spirit guides, and of course our higher self to assist with this reading today. Wow. Capricorn, the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess have just jumped out here for the center of your reading. Very interesting. Let's just shuffle this another couple of times and then, okay, the Hierophants come out as well for some reason. So we're going to go with that. Actually, I'm going to go with that's the 3 center cards there. Yeah, let's keep going and then we'll look at the reading as a whole. 10 of Cups underneath, very nice. Knight of Pentacles. The retrograde energies are going to be a bit tumultuous, but they're going to be kind of cleansing. But also, stuff's going to come up, probably from our subconscious. The past is going to come up into our minds and we're going to start questioning things, but it's going to be transformative. But, 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords, which means you will be working on some healing here, Capricorn, as well. And 7 of Swords, I'll go through these again in a moment. The Star, 7 of Wands, wow, the Emperor. Okay, nice. On the bottom of the deck you have the Page of Cups. That's an overall energy for the reading. Which means you're going to be paying close attention to your feelings. So how you're feeling, and maybe something to do with your creativity, spirituality and intuition here. You have the wow, yeah, in a big way, your intuition and your spirituality. The High Priestess, intuition, your higher self here, your spirituality, Hierophant, and the karmic cycle here. So I have a feeling that there's some big energies coming in that you're going to be tapping into within yourself, and that maybe you're going to begin to release those and express those in your life, and that this is going to mark the start of a new cycle for you. And I have a feeling that the retrograde energies are going to be catalytic for that, or they're really going to help you to do that. You have the 10 of Cups driving your reading here, which is, emotions, fulfillment on every level, emotionally, creatively, spiritually. So you're really wanting some, emotional happiness and fulfillment here, Capricorn, as are we all. And here we have the 9 of Pentacles. So I think you've been able to kind of acquire a really nice balance for yourself. You've been able to cultivate a comfortable life here. You're saving enough pentacles for yourself, and you're also being able to share and give out what it is that you're wanting to share and give out. The 9s are, that humanitarian number. Okay, so really caring, being careful and care about what you are doing here. And here we have the 3 of Cups too. So this is something that maybe you've just hit on this recently, Capricorn, and I think maybe in the moment you're experiencing some joy or some happiness. This could be, with friends, family, or even colleagues, okay, people that you're of like mind with, and you are, resonant and having some good times. 3 of Swords. So this can be talking about healing, and it might be to do with emotional healing. Okay, we'll get some clarification on that. But this is like what's coming through here front and center, Capricorn, is your deep inner wisdom. This is like your divine masculine and your divine feminine coming into harmony here. And this is your inner knowing, your intuition coming on board. This can be talking about your ability to hold space, your ability to commit to things, to see them through, but also to I guess, also commit to yourself, you know, and to your higher self, and to feel like you're an intermediary between your spiritual aspect and your physical aspect. Okay, so you have a very strong connection with those parts of yourself and how they come together and synchronize. I did pull the Two of Wands there, so let's just, okay, we're just going to see what else is going to jump out. So we also have the Knight of Swords. So you're wanting to take action on some ideas here. In the name of your truth, like what's important to you, you're wanting to really implement that, okay? And you're going to likely be communicating things as well. The Two of Wands there was about, you know, a new path potentially that you're contemplating. Which could be to do with, you know, activating your ability to, you know, hold space and use your intuition and your inner wisdom. Wow, Temperance. Very appropriate energy for this time. It's going to be really alchemizing. So you're going to be, what that I mean, there's going to be stuff coming up, and this could be, you know, karmic. Maybe this is talking about past life. So you may, this is what could be happening. What's going to be happening possibly, Capricorn, is that in your, what's going to be coming up in the retrograde phases could well be some past life experiences of when you have been maybe a spiritual leader or a wise one or someone that's been consulted to sort things out, to arbitrate, to offer advice and wisdom. Okay, you may have flashes of lives or of experiences and things that you've been through, okay, in your past life. And what you're going to be doing is, I guess, integrating these experiences or these inclinations. And it's going to be really healing for you, okay? It's going to really help you to get some understanding, okay? And you're going to be able to, this is sort of also advice to write down anything that comes up. You know, use your mind, use your intellect to write down things that come up. Don't sort of dismiss it as, you know, that it's not purposeful, because it is. It's going to help you with formulating your next path or your next step here. And it's going to be really alchemizing this as balance. It's going to help you with balance, with purpose, with your activating your angelic self, but being really grounded as well. Okay, you're grounded, you know, spiritual self. I just can't believe almost the synchronicities here. This is kind of fascinating to me. We have the, okay, the reason I'm going to say this is we have the Temperance, okay? The Hierophant is an earth energy, okay? And the High Priestess is like a water energy. So you have the earth and the water here. You have 1 foot on the earth and 1 foot in the water, okay? And not only that, you have the, you know, the higher consciousness coming in board as well. This is going to be really enlightening for you. There's going to be some things, downloads that come in for you here, Capricorn, that are going to be really great. And this is it too. The external energies around you are really supportive for this to happen. It's really going to help you to solidify and to make a decision with regard to your true North Star, okay, what it is that you feel your purpose is here and your mission here on Earth at this time, which I feel is going to be quite spiritual. Current energy, you're sifting through the beliefs and the ideas and the values, which is what you're kind of doing here. You're probably going to be cutting out some things, and you're going to be hanging on to some things, or certainly formulating some new things that are going to perhaps drop into your consciousness, because we're all undergoing consciousness expansion and DNA upgrades. And so our galactic earthly human selves, which is, you know, this is kind of an image of that, is going to be coming on board and felt more so. This is also high frequency, so you're moving into a higher frequency. We have the Star, and then we have the Seven of Wands. This is you carving out the boundaries, the time, and working with any inner resistance that comes up. We might clarify these in a moment. Any inner resistance that comes up, you're wanting to stand your ground and be authentic and true to yourself. Okay. And what's going to happen as a result of that is that you are going to be able to create a structure. You're going to be able to build something here, and you're going to be feeling like it's going to be really empowering for you. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here as well to get, wow, yeah, the Eight of Wands, movement, change, and energy coming through here. I'm just going to pause for a moment. Okay, Capricorn, we're going to clarify a couple of things. Let's look at this Three of Swords first of all. See what's going to jump out here. Thanks, Spirit. Well, we have one. And we have two. Okay. We have the Two of Wands, which we already do have in your reading. And we have the Fool. So this is very much about believing in your ability to embark on a new path. It's about believing in yourself. Okay, I'm just going to grab another one off the top. This is about trusting the universe, trusting, believing in yourself, that you can go through this healing. And that also to trust in these energies that are going to come into your consciousness. This is like, you might even be getting insights and downloads. The High Priestess energy is very tuned in to what's coming in, very receptive, okay? So if you get ideas or inklings about yourself or flashes of past lives and that, please listen to it. And this is, your ability to be that intermediary, to be able to bring that energy down into manifestation, okay? And this is, about believing in your ability to do those things, to be those things that we've just mentioned, those energies, okay? The Two of Swords. So, yeah, it's about a decision, okay? And here we have the Sun. So this is, you're going to be able to make the decision with full confidence, okay? You're going to be able to, and this is also talking about getting the sunlight. Getting the sunlight, Capricorn, because they carry the energies and the codes that you are going to be, I guess, absorbing, integrating, and that are going to be, it's going to be part of your process of moving into the next phase. Okay, so if you're feeling that, this is like, because we're going to be dealing with inner wounds that come up, okay? If you are feeling a bit wounded at the moment, know that these energies are here to help you, and that to just listen. This is also looking about intuition. It's like about believing in yourself as well. You have the High Priestess at the center of your reading. So you're very intuitive, very tuned in, and it's about believing in that, okay? And that it's an asset, it's a gift, okay? The Sun there at the center is also, the Sun here is, like the solar flares, the high frequency energies coming down to us at the moment. A horse might also be a spirit guide that you might want to utilize that energy. It's very empowering, okay? Let's clarify that Seven of Swords as well. Okay, well, Seven of Swords is clarified by the Tower. So this could indeed be an insight with regard to your beliefs and values. Maybe it's going to be that maybe there's some beliefs and values from the past that you're going to revisit. You're going to reassess, reevaluate, and reestablish new beliefs, quite possibly. And justice, yeah, and this process is going to lead you to a sense of justice and rightness, okay? If there's been some deceptive energies that have gone on, you are going to be able to get clear on that, get balance, and get justice for yourself here. And not only that, we have the Three of Cups. There's a lot of joy attached to this process for you as you release, and this retrograde is all about releasing things. We have, because Pluto's in retrograde, we're going to be very transformative planet energy. We're going to release a lot of stuff that's not serving. And with Neptune in retrograde, we're also going to be really tuning into our spiritual aspect as well. So this is, a lot of joy. I also have the moon phases. So you might want to, look at the phases of the moon and see how that connects in with your emotions and feelings. Or look at, maybe do some research on the phases of the moon as well. But that's going to be a sense of justice and happiness that's going to come as a result of this, something that you're going to let go of. Okay, that's the Tower, that insight there. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands, clarified by the Two of Cups. So yeah, this is you defending your right to be authentic, and also defending your right to do what it is that you love to do. But it also might be defending your right to have a relationship or a connection, or to be in relationship with yourself, with your higher self, as well. Interesting thing is, synchronicities, there's a female and a male figure here, which you had at the center of your reading, with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So definitely you could be tuning into your higher self here and getting very spiritual in the process. Eight of Pentacles. Yep, you're going to be mastering, coming into your mastery, okay, through this. Excuse me. So sorry about that. Piece of something in my throat. So here, Capricorn, you're going to be mastering your energy, mastering your ability to synthesize your masculine and feminine aspects together. But also, you know, you and your higher self, so your ego and your higher self are going to be coming into a synchronized, harmonious, forward-moving, empowered being, okay? Boom. I'm also going to clarify the Emperor as well. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Excuse me. Thanks, Spirit. Still wanted to clarify the Emperor. Wow. Okay. None other than folks, the Ten of Cups. You know what the fascinating thing about that to me is that sometimes this can be a very objective energy, a very logical reasoning energy, but empowered and strong, okay? This is the emotional fulfillment aspect, the spiritual, creative, you know, the feminine kind of coming in here as well to balance this out, which is just awesome. And here we have the Six of Cups. And this is sort of to do with your inner child, but it could also be that you're going to be having a nice, even in this state of like empowerment, you're going to feel that you're really connected. And this is sort of talking too about this idea of gentleness and strength together. Okay, like almost like inner child and inner adult, okay, or adult self and inner child self coming into balance here, okay, for you, Capricorn. So that's really awesome. Let's just clarify the Ten of Cups down there, just to actually we'll clarify the center. But yeah, you're really listening in. Well, we can put this with anything, but this is Ten of Pentacles, abundance, okay? We can put that with the center, we can put it with this, but this is, you know, fulfillment, practically speaking, health, you know, assets, wealth, you know, family, anything, everything sort of connected in there and abundant. I'm just going to pause for a moment and choose you an oracle deck. Okay, Capricorn, guide us straight away to Gateway of Light activation for you, because I feel like this is, you know, such a masterful reading. I mean, you have the Star here as well. This is even in your external influences. So the energies around you, your spirit guides and everything are aligning for you to move into your empowerment here. So let's see what's going to jump out. Thank you, Spirit. We'll just get an oracle for Capricorn. Yep. Okay, one more, then we'll cut the deck. Okay. Soul Star activation. That makes total sense. The Soul Star is that chakra that's just above the top of our head. Not the crown, it's a bit further up, okay? It says here, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. And I feel like you're going to get a lot, you know, a more inkling of an idea, or a lot more of an idea than you maybe in recent times, because this is just amazing, Capricorn. You have, you know, the inner high priestess, very, very spiritual, tuned in, but also really practical, okay? And yeah, let's find this in the book for a moment. I'm going to read most of this in the book. If anything that I'm read here resonates with you, look into it further and perhaps incorporate it into your meditations, okay, or visualizations. It says here, the soul star chakra is the energy center that is found around 6 to 12 inches above the crown and connects us directly with soul wisdom. It is our gateway to the etheric realms, which hold all the lessons of all the incarnations that we have experienced. Through our soul star, we access information and wisdom like a computer connecting to the internet through broadband. Instead of having to move through the dimensions to access the information, we can remain, excuse me a minute while I turn the page, we can remain connected at all times and download support as necessary. The Egyptian god Horus appears on this card as our spiritual guide. His hawk-headed image is said to illustrate his connection to the sun, moon, and stars. As a keeper of energetic portals to hidden realms, he can help us remember our starry origins, our psychic vision, and connect directly with the wisdom that is held in the stars. Talk about synchronicities, Capricorn. Here you have the sun. Okay, you also have the stars. And this is about, you know, psychic wisdom here, okay? And also this as well. The Hierophant's also about wisdom. Okay, so there's a little suggestion here on how to connect. It says, imagine yourself in a wide open space under a night sky filled with stars, and say, Horus, cosmic sky guardian, thank you for activating my soul star chakra so that I can remember on a soul level. And your message here also, it says, through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul. So this is referring to your past lives. And about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those you love, and of course, the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying, if you are making the right decision, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on higher levels. Definitely feel like you're opening up on higher levels here, Capricorn. And I mean, this healing here could even be that you are going through a process of healing yourself, but you're ultimately maybe going to help other people with healing. You know, that could be a possibility. And the stars also talks about healing. Okay, so maybe there are people around you that are healers or that are doing some healing as well. So that could be helpful for you. But yeah, I hope that's been helpful for you there, Capricorn. But, you know, you have, you know, once again, this angelic being here and moving into your empowerment with this. And, you know, I can hardly believe the center of this reading. You know, awesome. So I hope that's been helpful, Capricorn. I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, great week, and I'll see you again soon.